Welcome to India, home of the Chaat. If you're in the market to eat some mighty fine Indian treats, you've come to the right place. So I was trotting and plotting around the mean streets of Connaught Place in downtown New Delhi. I started feeling a hunger deep within my soul, and truth be told, I wanted to get myself something to eat. Mind you, I didn't want to get just any old chow. I wanted to get myself some chaats, to be exact. So I sprinted on over to a place called the Masala Trail to chat it up. And I ended up ordering a whole lot of chaats in this place, but if you want to know my favorite chaat of all, then you best be sticking around till the end of the video when I unveil the most life-changing chaat I've ever had. Anyway, as you can see, I've got myself a choice quality selection of chaats over here. And right about now, you're probably wondering, what is a chaat? Well, how the hell am I supposed to know? I think it's an Indian food that falls somewhere between a snack and a meal. It's more substantial than a bag of chips, but it's not going to leave you feeling full to the point of bursting either. At least it's not going to fill you up if you have one or two, but me, I just ordered myself 5 of the mofos. What can I say? Playtime is over, baby, and I'm getting serious about life over here. So the first chaat on deck is called the Tower Chaat. Basically, it looks like they took a whole bunch of random chaat ingredients, jammed them into a glass, and slammed a whole bunch of yogurt in there. So I started spooning some of that chaat into my mouth, and I gotta say, even though that chaat was looking more messed up than a soup sandwich, it was actually tasting pretty good. It seemed like those random ingredients consisted of flat, crunchy purdies, some sweet and tangy tamarind chutney, the occasional potato here and there, a little bean action, and hell, I even saw some pomegranate seeds from time to time. And of course, that puppy was drowning in a whole lot of yogurt, and personally, I thought it was pretty nice. I'd even go as far as to say as it was worthy of a 4 out of 5 Maharaja Dawgs. I mean, that tangy, sweet, crunchy, and gooey flavor combo was definitely a palate pleaser. And although it may not have changed my life, it did soothe my soul, baby cakes. So the next chaat on deck is a little something called the Gujarati Dabeli Pao. I pretty much have no idea what to expect from this chaat, but I see there's a whole lot of red jazz jammed into some bread buns. Well, I can't sit here with my hand on my dick forever, so I decided to take myself a bite, and whoa, baby. What the hell's going on with that red substance in there? I kind of expected it to be spicy, but it's not. It tastes like some mild chili powder, some mashed potato action, and a whole lot of tomato. It was tasting okay, but there's no real dominant flavor for me to latch onto. So I cleared out one bun and went to grab the next bun when a whole lot of fixins went flying off the top. Holy fucking Masala Dawgs, that was like an avalanche of fixins flying all over that plate. How's a man supposed to eat his bread bun when he's got a whole lot of precarious as fuck fixins on top? And since we're on the topic of crazy ass fixins, what's going on with these radioactive orange peanuts? I'm not sure if I should take a bite out of those peanuts or put on a hazmat suit. I guess what I'm trying to say in a roundabout way is that chaat was tasting moderately swadished. But on the same token, it wasn't worth writing home about, so I think I'm gonna have to give it a 3 out of 5 Maharaja Dawgs. And I gotta say, it was kind of a crying shame that chaat didn't pack more of a flavor punch. It looked interesting enough and it probably had potential, but I think I have to go to Gujarat to get the real deal. Anyway, the next chaat on deck is the Banarsi Tamatar Chaat, aka the Varanasi Tomato Chaat. Now, I gotta say, this particular chaat was looking pretty pleasing to the eye, and I was getting mighty excited to try it out. And what the hell? That clay dish is a hell of a lot more shallow than it looks. What are they trying to do, pull a fast one on me? Nevertheless, I took myself a bite, and what in the wide, wide world of Maharaja Dawgs is that? What the heck? The damn thing tastes like some sweet pasta sauce with a little bit of nuts sprinkled on the top. I paid over $2.50 for that. I might as well have just thrown the money out the window. I mean, I'm sure if you got the one in Varanasi, it would taste good, but this one right here just tasted like some basic-ass pasta sauce. So unfortunately, I'm gonna have to rate this chaat a 1 out of 5 Maharaja Dawgs. I mean, it didn't really taste bad per se, it just tasted what the fuck. And truth be told, I think I'd rather be eating those radioactive peanuts than this. So the next chaat on deck is a little thing called the Samosa Chaat. Basically, it looks like some samosas topped off with a little red sauce, yogurt, some freshly cut tomatoes, cilantro, and hell, they even got some chickpeas thrown into the mix. Now, I'm pretty sure the inside of that samosa also has chickpeas, so we got some chickpea on chickpea action over here. So I cut off a piece of that samosa, looked at it, admired it, took myself a bite, and oh man, was that tasting nice. Whoa, wait a sec, I think I dropped a chickpea down there, damn boy. Well, out of sight, out of mind, baby, I'm not gonna let a damn chickpea get me down. I gotta keep shit moving forward over here, so I got ready to take another bite of that samosa and I got it on deck. Then I slammed that oversized chunk of samosa down the hatch so fast I almost broke the sound barrier. Alright, fuck it, that damn chickpea is renting space in my mind, I guess I better clean it up. After all, what am I, a barbarian? I wanna believe in a world where if someone drops a chickpea, they clean up that chickpea. I gotta keep shit classy over here, you know what I'm saying? So I got back to business on that Samosa Chaat, and I gotta say, that right there was a decent flavor combo. Those deep-fried samosas smothered in fixins were tasting sweet, tangy, and zesty fresh. That chaat was actually pretty filling, and I gotta say, if I had to rate it, I'd give it a 4 out of 5 Maharaja Dawgs. And although I did not achieve inner solace, I felt like that chaat broadened my horizons, and somehow, someway, I felt like that chaat made me a better man. Now, even though I was feeling pretty full at this point, I figured I should probably get myself another chaat. Reason being, because I'm worth it. So here I got me this Kanpuria Garbad chaat. And as per the usual, there's a whole lot of fixins jammed into one crazy-ass mix over here. So I spooned some of that jazz into my mouth, and I gotta say, as soon as I bit down, I was kinda surprised. Could be because I was getting pretty full, but I think my palate was getting a tad dull. Basically, this chaat right here was tasting kinda similar to the previous chaat, albeit with a few minor exceptions. Instead of having a red tomatoey sauce, this chaat had a whole lot of tamarind chutney plastered all over the place. Instead of having chickpeas, it had peas. And instead of having those crunchy deep-fried samosas in there was some kind of brown, dense substance of sorts. That brown stuff was pretty starchy and pretty flavorful, although I can't exactly pinpoint what that flavor was. I think it might have been that tangy tamarind flavor, but I don't know exactly. At any rate, I think I'd have to give this a 4 out of 5 Maharaja Dawgs. After all, that chaat was pretty enjoyable, I was just a tad too full to finish it off. And whoa, what the hell? We got a time warp going on here, baby. Wow, so I went to a buck wild Indian wedding, and aside from these Sikh dancers going haywire, there were also a wide variety of chaats. And here it is, baby, the moment you've all been waiting for. This is my favorite chaat, the Bhalla Papdi. Just like the previous chaats I've shown, this chaat's got a whole lot of ingredients jammed in there. I'm not even gonna pretend to know what half the stuff is in here, but one thing's for sure, whatever it was a nice flavor combo. In fact, I'd even go as far as to say it was a life-changing flavor combo. Here we got crunchy deep-fried bread bits, cilantro, sweet chutney, and a whole lot of yogurt action. I think they even threw some mint chutney into the mix. And even though I was having the hardest time of my damn life trying to spoon up this chaat, I was loving every second of it. Uncooperative though that chaat may be, it was tasting simply incredible, baby. Not only was it creamy, zesty, and smooth, but it was also tasting slightly herby, slightly sweet, slightly tangy, and most definitely buck wild. In other words, it was most definitely worthy of a 5 out of 5 Maharaja Dawgs, and I think that just might be the best chaat I ever had. So anyway, that about does it for this Indian food tour, but if you want to see more, then feel free to check out my other videos. I got a video about Mughlai food in Old Delhi, and I got an Old Delhi street food breakfast tour, just to name a few. I got those links in the description box. So don't forget to subscribe for all your dreams to come true, and thanks for watching this video. Why don't you leave a comment? Let me know what you think.